Strange things often happen as we go through life. When I hold it tightly in my hand, it feels like it's mine and gives me a sense of security. However, as time passes, it can also become a source of distress for me. It's true for relationships, objects, and thoughts. At first, it's something because I liked it, but later it becomes a burden. We call that obsession. Everyone has a tendency to be obsessed. I want to lean on the person I love more, have more of the things I like, persuade someone that my thoughts are right, and hope that the world turns in my way. At first, it's a very natural feeling. But what happens when that feeling becomes too overwhelming? My heart is getting heavier. I feel anxious. Obsession is a heart that clings. A heart that doesn't want to miss out. Therefore, obsession always comes with anxiety. The Buddha said this: obsession is the root of suffering. If you think about it quietly, it's a very honest truth. Shall we recall a time when I was in pain? Most of our suffering begins with we don't want to lose. The loss of a loved one, failure in a desired endeavor, lost belongings. All of these are attachments stemming from a bruised ego. However, strangely, obsession does not make our lives happier. On the contrary, the more we try to hold on, the further it slips away. And the more we try to protect it, the more anxious we become. What best illustrates this is the sand held in your hand. When you open your hand, the sand remains as it is. But if you grip your hand tightly, all the sand slips away. Life is like that. The more you try to hold on, the more it slips away. You can stay only if you let go. I know this, but it's really hard to put it into practice. Why, you ask? Because we have become too accustomed to it. I feel like I need to hold on to things, to be loved, to have them to feel safe, and to do things my way to feel comfortable. So the Buddha also said this: without attachment, there is no fear. Letting go of attachment means that fear will also disappear. So how can we let go of our attachments? Completely letting go is not easy from the beginning. So, practice is necessary. You start with small things. Let me give you an example. Someone bought a new phone. At first, I want to use it carefully and keep it clean. It's upsetting if even a single scratch appears. However, as time goes by, you can gradually let go. It's okay if it gets scratched. It's okay to use it a little roughly. The moment we feel this way, we become free. On the contrary, if you try to hold on, your heart will remain tense. It's the same with human relationships. If you try too hard to hold on to someone you consider yours, the other person feels suffocated. However, if you know how to let go, the relationship becomes more comfortable. This is a small practice of letting go of attachment. If you practice this often in your daily life, your heart will gradually become lighter. The Buddha said this: a heart that does not cling is a true heart. A heart that flows without settling anywhere is the most free heart. That doesn't mean it's indifferent or cold. Rather, it's a warmer and more relaxed mindset. Then shall we start a small practice from today? For example, these are the kinds of things: not forcing myself to catch the late bus, laughing off a broken cup, seeing my thoughts and others as they are, giving a little more space to the people I love, valuing experiences more than possessions. I practice these one by one. There will come a moment when my heart feels lighter and my heart becomes free. A person with such a mindset is truly a happy person. In fact, everything in the world is just something that stays for a while. The things I hold on to now will eventually have to be let go. That's the natural flow of life. The Buddha said this, therefore, what is formed must inevitably perish. Thus, we must practice letting go rather than holding on. Everything I love, everything I have, and all the care I hold are all flowing away. The moment we naturally accept that, we become a little more free. Our hearts become lighter, and life becomes comfortable. What are you holding on to right now? Is there something you're holding onto too tightly? How about practicing putting that down slowly today? It's okay if you can't let go perfectly. It's about letting go little by little. And in that moment, you will surely feel it. Ah, this is freedom. That freedom is peace. That peace will make our lives deeper and more abundant. I sincerely hope that peace is with you in your hearts today as well.